going? Welcome to our chair yoga class, part of our Grow with GoGo series. Before we get moving, just a quick reminder of what else GoGo offers. So, in addition to these classes, you can access rides, meals, groceries, medication delivery, and home services. So, home services being things that you need done in your house or around your house. And you can access all of this by calling one phone number. That phone number is 855-464-6872. A reminder that we also have a referral program. So if you go to the bottom of your GoGo receipts, there is a code. If you give that code to a friend, once they've taken their first service with GoGo, you will both receive $30 in credit. So a pretty good win-win if you know someone else would benefit from the GoGo services. We also have a Facebook group, so if you ever want to continue any of our conversations online, you can find us on Facebook and we'll share a link to our page in the chat. Alrighty, and with that, if we haven't met, I'm Adra. I teach the yoga and the functional fitness classes here at GoGo. What do we need today? So for our chair yoga class, this class is primarily seated and pretty stretchy and slow. And all you really need is a chair and your body. So preferably a sturdy chair that's not going to fall out from under you if you lean to one side or the other. I prefer a chair that doesn't roll around, but if all you have is an office chair, that's fine. Grab what you have, totally fine. We do stand for a few minutes in class, but that part is optional. So if standing is not for you, you could always skip that part and I'll tell you when that time is coming. So today is Wednesday. So on Wednesdays, if you're new, we do a move of the week. So at the end of today's class, I'll give you a move to practice for the next couple of weeks. For those of you who have been in class, who can remember the chair yoga move of the week? So it's not the functional fitness move from last week. It's the chair yoga move from the week before, the Wednesday before. Does anyone remember? And you can just shout it out, unmute yourself, or put it in the chat. I do see there's some things in the chat, and I'll read them after someone tells me what the move of the week was. I'm seeing waves. You can just unmute yourself and let me know. Um, or put it in the chat.
Side bending.
Side bending. Yes, yes, that's right, Bertha. Did you practice that at all?
To an extent.
To an extent. Okay, good. To an extent. I'll accept that.
Sorry, I had to step out. Some workmen came and I had to turn a switch on for them.
No problem, no problem. Um, awesome. Yeah, so it was side bending, getting that stretch along the side of the body. We did it a lot. That was our move of the week for last time. We'll give you a new one this time. Before we do that, I'm just seeing, oh yeah, Jim, you were just saying hi in the chat, and Annette is saying hi from New Jersey, and Chloe's saying also hi, and Marty, south of Denver. Oh, cool. I'll be in kind of south of Denver next month. Alrighty, so here my screen should have just now popped up big for you. If for some reason it did not, you have to adjust your settings. So the way you'll do that is you'll move your cursor to the top right-hand corner of your Zoom screen and a box will pop up that says View. If you click that box, you want to pick Speaker View if you want to see me big, or Gallery View if you want to see everybody else. I'm just gonna have a sip of water and we'll get going. I'm gonna move my mic so you can all hear me easily. Alrighty, so go ahead and find your seat. And from your seat, you'll take some big circles with your torso. So just a reminder that this is your time and your practice. So if at any point you need to take a break, or you want to add something or subtract something, you are totally welcome to do so. Go ahead and circle the other way. Listen to your body, make this feel good. And go ahead and come to center, sitting nice and tall. Let's do a few shoulder rolls forward. And circle the other way. Allow your shoulders to relax. And let's just gently rotate the head nose. So you're just turning the head right and left. And then let's nod the head yes. Bringing the head back to center. Let's bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. So the shoulders are relaxed, but we're moving the head, moving the neck. Left ear to left shoulder. So I'm mirroring you. Let's do that one more time. Right ear, right shoulder. And left ear, left shoulder. Coming back to center, go ahead and close your eyes or let your gaze soften to the ground. Take a few moments to check in. Notice how you're feeling mentally. So, what kind of thoughts are showing up? Check in with yourself physically. So, how does your body feel? Are there areas that are calling for your attention? And then also checking in emotionally. Are there any feelings present, emotions? And then begin to notice your breathing. Notice where you feel the breath in your body. And see if you can allow that breath to slow down just a little bit. Finding slightly longer inhales and longer exhales. So see if you can hold on to this smooth, slow breath as we move through our practice today. Throughout class, I'll remind you to return to the breath. And when I say that, I really just mean come back to noticing your slow, smooth breath, or smooth it out if for some reason it's become rapid or rough. As you're ready, feel free to begin to open the eyes. And we'll inhale, lift the chest and reach the arms out to the side and then back behind you. So a little back bend, stretching the front of the body. And then exhale, round the back, turn the backs of the hands towards each other as they touch and curve your spine, dropping your chin to your chest, tucking your tail. I'll give you a side view. You do not need to move. Inhale, we open up the arms out to the side, chest lifts, we look slightly up. And then exhale, round the back, bring the backs of the hands to touch, curve the spine, drop the chin. Keep going at your own pace. Follow your breath. Maybe about one more full cycle of breath. So an inhale and an exhale. And then bring yourself back to center. Let those arms relax. And we'll move into a side bend. So we'll reach one hand down towards the ground, feeling a little stretch along the waist. Come back to center. And then other side, other hand reaches down. So both sits bones, so your hips are staying grounded the entire time. You can continue like this. Or if you'd like to add on, you're welcome to reach one arm up as the other arm reaches down. I'll give you a side view of what I'm doing just because sometimes that can be helpful. So we're trying to eliminate any extra movement. So it's really just a true side bend. There's no twist or flexion or extension in the spine. Maybe one more. And as you're ready, come on back up. Let's go ahead and bend those elbows and we'll find eagle arms or a hug. So you'll bring that right elbow over the left. So your elbows nestle together. Your hands can stay separated. Your hands can touch, or you can hug yourself. So those are the options. Hug, elbows nestled, hands separated, elbows nestled, hands touching. So it's up to you, whatever feels good. And we'll add a twist. So we'll inhale, twist the spine one direction. It's going to be pretty small. And then exhale, twist the spine the other way. Keep going. Follow your breath. Go ahead and come to center. Release the hands. Make sure you take note of which elbow is on top because we'll swap in a second. Release the arms. And then we'll do the other side. So other elbow on top. So left elbow on top if you did what I was doing. Hands can be separated. Hands can touch or you can hug yourself. So find what feels good and we're doing exactly the same thing. We inhale, twist the spine one way. Exhale, twist the spine the other way. So you'll probably feel a nice shoulder stretch as we do this. Take your time. And then bring yourself back to center. Release those arms, shake them out. Let's give our arms a little break and move our attention to our feet. Let's go into some alternating heel raises. So lifting one heel and then the other. So toes stay down, balls of the feet stay down, heels lift and lower. Really feeling that motion through the ankles, up into the calf. Feel free to continue like this. Or if you'd like, you can move into some marching, so lifting the foot completely off the ground. It's just an option, you don't have to. All right, and then we're going to cross our right leg on top of the left. So if that is not possible, instead you can hold on to your leg. It's mostly so that our foot is off the ground, or you can lift the leg without holding on. We just want our right foot off the ground. So leg can be lifted, you can hold on, leg can be lifted and not hold on, or you can cross your legs. The leg that is lifted or off the ground, the foot that is off the ground, you're going to do some ankle circles. And go the other way. You can see today I'm wearing my very darky toe spacer socks. If you have questions about them, I'll tell you at the end. And go ahead and relax the foot and we'll switch sides. So bring that foot down, other leg comes up. Again, you can just lift up and do circles. You could hold on and do circles or cross the legs. I'm crossing, it's just the easiest for me, but you do what feels good for you. And then go ahead and circle the ankle. It's also interesting when you circle the ankle when your leg is in a cross position versus when it's straight ahead of you in a neutral position. And circle the other way. Great. And then release, relaxing the foot, bringing the foot back down. We're going to do basically the same thing with our hands. Let's circle our wrists, but we can do both at the same time here. I'm circling outward, but you can do whatever you want because we'll go both ways. Go ahead and switch directions. And then we'll reach that right arm forward in front of us. Bring the palm to face forward, fingers down. Then take your left hand to hold on to those fingers and pull the fingers back, giving you a forearm stretch. The hand can also go lower if that feels better on your body. It does not need to be up high. Go ahead and release and we'll switch sides. Other arm comes forward, fingers point down. Grab a hold of the fingers and pull them back. Great, and then go ahead and release. You can shake out those hands and let's find cactus arms. So kind of goalpost arms, and then let's lower them into a W. So hands are by the shoulders, elbows are close to the sides of the body. Let's inhale, reach those arms up towards the ceiling, stretching tall. Exhale, bend the elbows, make fists as you find that W shape again. Let's do that again. So inhale, we reach the arms up. You can spread the fingers. Exhale, bend and make fists. We're going to add another piece if you want. So as you inhale and reach your arms up, you're going to lift both heels off the ground. So now we have a little coordination happening. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows, make fists, lower your heels back down. So a lot is happening. We inhale, reach the arms up, lift the heels, spread the fingers, and exhale, bend the elbows, make fists, lower the heels. So keep going at your own pace. So don't worry about my speed or anybody else's. And as always, when I give you lots of layers, you can always just pick one of the layers or two of the layers. You don't have to do all of it. I'm giving you lots of options because sometimes we have an injury. It's nice to be able to do some movement. All right, next time your elbows are bent, you can go ahead and pause. Relax the hands. Keep the elbows bent for a moment. Heels are down. And then we'll bring the arms in front of us, like we're holding two plates. So we have a plate per hand. So our elbows are bent 90 degrees. I'll give you a quick side view here. So I have about a 90-degree bend in my elbow. We're going to inhale. Do not drop your plates. Reach those fingers out to the side. Think about the rotation happening from the shoulder. So the arm bone moving in the shoulder socket. And then exhale, bring those hands back in front of you. So we inhale, move those plates off to the side without moving those elbows out, right? The elbows are going to stay close to you the whole time. And then exhale, hands forward. Keep going at your own pace. So don't worry about my speed. Notice what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. Next time your arms are out to the side, go ahead and pause. And then let's reach those arms out into a T position. We're going to be internally rotating one arm and externally rotating the other. So that right arm is going to stay where it is. I'm just moving it up and down so that you can see. Left arm, I'm mirroring you, is going to face forward, down, then back. So that left arm that I'm moving is internally rotated. That right arm is externally rotated. And then we're going to switch. And then we're just going to keep alternating. It's like you're wringing out your arms. So one arm is going in as the other arm is going out. You decide how far it goes. Think about this movement happening from the shoulders and the forearms. So there can be motion at the shoulders. There can also be motion at the forearms. Just watching that it's not just the forearms, right? You can see right here what I'm doing. I'm just flipping my palms. We're not doing that. We really want that whole shoulder, that whole arm involved in this movement. A few more deep breaths as you do this. All right, and let that go. You can shake it off. Let's go ahead and stretch that right leg forward in front of us. So straightening the right leg. I'm going to turn sideways just for better viewing. So right leg will straighten, left leg stays bent. I'm sitting forward pretty far towards the front of my chair. The thing is if I sit back, what's going to happen is this right leg is not going to be able to stay straight. So if you're further forward, that right leg, right, that back leg, that right leg can be straight. Let's go ahead and point and flex the right foot. So toes reach down, ball of the foot comes down, and then toes reach up. So finding that nice motion in the ankle. Next time your toes are down, let's go ahead and pause. So toes are down, ball of the foot down. We're going to do a stretch here. So usually we do this next stretch with the toes up. Just for a change, let's bring those toes down as best you can. As you inhale, you'll lean your torso forward. Feel a stretch in your leg. So there are a couple places you might feel this. So you might feel it somewhere along the back of your right leg. You might also feel it at the top of that right foot and ankle because your foot is pointed. And then we'll sit tall. So we'll keep moving forward and back. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, back off. Keep going. Follow your breath. And then we'll go ahead and hold the stretch. And it's up to you. You can hold the stretch sitting up. You could lean forward. You could bring your left forearm to your thigh. Your right hand could reach down to your knee or your shin. Hold for a few breaths with the foot still pointed. And then if you'd like, feel free to flex the foot or dorsiflex so those toes are reaching now up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, you'll probably feel the stretch intensify along the back of the leg a little bit more. Couple more deep breaths here. Let the jaw soften. Go ahead and lift yourself back up. Rebend the knee. Gently windshield wiper your knees side to side, shaking it off. And then we'll go to the other side. So left leg straightens out in front of us. Right knee is bent. We're going to point and flex that left foot. So toes reach down to the ground, then toes reach up towards the ceiling. Next time your toes are down, we're going to stay there. We'll play with the stretch with the toes down today. We'll inhale, lean forward, feel the stretch intensify. So again, you might feel it somewhere along the back of the leg. You might feel it on the top of the foot, top of the ankle as well. And then exhale, sit tall, back away from the stretch. Inhale as you lean forward, feel the stretch. And then exhale, gently back away. A couple more times at your own pace. And then we'll go ahead and hold the stretch wherever you'd like. So sitting tall, leaning forward, maybe the right forearm finds your thigh, left hand can find your knee or your shin. Maybe holding for a few breaths with the toes down. And then if you'd like, go ahead and flex the foot, reaching those toes up towards the ceiling, and you'll just feel the stretch change. Go ahead and lift yourself back up, rebend the knee, gently windshield wiper your knee, side to side, give it a little break. Planting those feet, let's inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling. Let's pause here. Let's grab the right wrist. So I'm mirroring you. Right wrist with the left hand. Take a little side bend, reaching over. Come back to center, switch sides. So grabbing a hold of your other wrist and a little side bend. And back to center. Reach those arms nice and high. And lower them back down. So we're going to move to the standing part of class. If you do not want to stand, please stay seated. Do some stretches here. You could do some neck stretches, some shoulder rolls, whatever feels good. You are up for standing. Go ahead and come on up and please stand behind your chair. So get in a place where you have something to hold on to. If you cannot get behind your chair, find a wall, find a table, a counter, just something to hold on to. I'm going to turn sideways. That way you can see a little bit better. You do not need to turn sideways. So that's just so that you can see. Allow all 10 toes to face forward. So all 10 toes are facing forward. We're going to go into a chair pose. Our feet are about 4 to 6 inches apart. Let's go ahead and bend those knees. Let the hips go slightly back. Torso can come forward, finding your chair pose. Toes are light, so if you can, try and lift your toes off of the ground. Balls, the feet are down, heels are down, but the toes are nice and light. They can be nice and lifted. Now let's go ahead and straighten those legs. We're going to do that several times, a bend and straighten. So we inhale, bend the knees, finding your chair. And then straighten as you exhale. Feel free to add arms. So as you inhale, bend the knees, arms can reach forward or up. And as you exhale, arms can lower down. Feel free to keep holding onto the chair if that's better for you. So we inhale, bend the knees. If you'd like, arms can come forward or up. And then exhale, straighten those legs. Keep going. Follow your breath. Nice, smooth movement. Don't worry about anybody else's speed or mine. Next time you're standing tall, go ahead and pause. Let's place the hands on the back of the chair if they're not already there. Let's step the right foot back behind us, anywhere from 1 to 3 feet back. Both feet are flat on the ground, so don't let that back heel come off the ground. So if it is off the ground, shorten your stance. And then we'll go ahead and bend the front knee. So we bend the left knee, right leg is straight, right heel is on the ground. Hands can stay on the chair or reach forward or up towards the ceiling. 3 deep breaths. Hands come back to the chair. Let's go ahead and step forward, back foot meets the front, and we'll switch sides. So left leg steps back, 1 to 3 feet back. Both feet are flat on the ground. The front knee bends, back leg stays straight. All 10 toes are facing forward right now if possible. Think about pushing that back heel into the earth. Hands can keep holding on. They can hover or they can reach to the sky. Hands come back down. Let's step forward. Back foot meets the front. I'm going to do one more standing pose or one more per side. I'm going to turn to face you just because it's easier for you to see. You can keep facing your chair or your support. I'll mirror you here. Let's bend the left knee and then turn the left knee out to the side. So as I bend the left knee, my left heel will come up off the ground. Feel free to hold on as much as you need. And then turn your leg out to the side. So the knee is facing out to the side. So we're prepping for a tree pose. You can stay here. So if this feels like enough challenge, stay here. Maybe play with lifting a hand off of the chair or 2 hands off the chair or a finger off of the chair. If you want a little bit more, you're going to lift that foot off the ground and put the foot at your calf or lower leg. So we're not going to go anywhere above the knee today. And again, same options. You can have 2 hands on the chair, 1 hand on, 1 finger on, no hands. So we're in a tree pose. If you have no hands, you could play with maybe palms together or arms out. Let's go ahead and bring that left foot down and we'll switch sides. So left foot grounds into the earth. So foot prints down, imprints into the ground. We bend the right knee. Right heel comes off the ground and we bring the knee out to the side as far as it goes. So mine's really more a diagonal. It's not directly out to this side. You can stay here. So this is a lot of work already. We're working on that rotation. Maybe you're playing with your balance with one hand, two hands, or a finger or two. If you want more, then the foot can go to the lower leg. But again, you're not on the knee or anywhere above the knee. And you have those same balance options. You can hold on two hands, one finger, no hands. Again, if you're no hands, you can play with what you're doing with your arms, whatever feels interesting or good to you today. Thinking about continuing to push that standing leg or that main supporting leg into the ground so that your hip isn't swaying out to the side. All right, go ahead and release, shake it off. One more stretch and standing, and then we'll come back to our seat. I lied when I said one more last time. This is truly the last one. Hands on your support, walk yourself back, upside down L pose or chair dog. It's up to you how low you go. So your torso can be slightly lifted, your knees can be bent, but we're going in this somewhat L-like position where your ankles are approximately underneath your hips and your torso is moving towards parallel to the ground. But again, it's just an approximation. Find what feels good. Two more breaths. Go ahead and walk yourself back up and go ahead and find your seat. All right, let's do a figure four or a figure four variation. Let's start with the left side since we always do the right side first. So left ankle, I'm going to give you lots of options. Left ankle can cross over the right ankle and let that left knee open out to the side. Option two, we're going to prop that left foot up onto something. It could be a couple of cushions, it could be a footstool, it could be your coffee table. So that slight lift will give you a little bit more stretch. Or you can cross your ankle over your thigh. Now, if you're really close to crossing your ankle over your thigh, but not quite there, feel free to sit up onto something higher. So you could put some, like a textbook underneath your seat. You could put some pillows. You could also find a higher stool. Or, like for me, the armrest of my couch is a little higher than my chair, so that would be another good option. So whatever variation you're in, so foot up onto something on the ground or over your thigh, we're gonna find a little movement with the torso. Some nice circles. So as you circle, you're just exploring the space. You're noticing, what am I feeling? Noticing areas of tension, areas of ease, and go ahead and circle the other way if you haven't switched. And then as you're ready, you'll go ahead and find a position where you'd like to hold this stretch. So that could be sitting tall, that could be leaning back or to one side or forward or some kind of combination. So just find any position that feels interesting and hold there for a few breaths. Go ahead and lift your torso up, undo your legs, gently shake them off. And we'll switch sides. So right ankle crosses over the left. Option one, knee opens out to this side. Option two, prop your foot up onto something, a block, a footstool, some pillows, a coffee table. Or bring your foot all the way up over your thigh, feeling free to sit up onto something higher. But it's likely that you'll do something similar as the other side. Unless you have an injury or something, then of course it might be something different. So from wherever you are, go ahead and start to circle your torso. So just exploring the space. Circle the other way. And then feel free to find a position where you'd like to hold the stretch. So that could be forward, back, to one side. And go ahead and come on up, gently undo the legs, shake them off. And planting those feet, sitting tall, letting the hands rest wherever is comfortable. And go ahead and close your eyes or soften your gaze to the ground. Take a few moments to return to your breath. Slow and steady. And then check in with how you're doing mentally, physically, and emotionally. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, fill your lungs. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. One more time, deep inhale. Let it go. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart. And take a moment to thank yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining. Pleasure as always. So our move of the week today, that you'll have to hold on to, not for next week, but for the week after that, is torso circles. So we did them a couple of different times. We did them at the start of class where we just moved our body in circles. We also did it towards the end in that figure four position. So I just want to encourage you to, throughout the day or the weeks, find this motion, find a little movement so we can get really stuck in like into our specific pattern of sitting and being. And it can be really interesting to see, okay, how does it feel if I lean a little to the right or a little back or forward? So torso circles is our move of the week. I recommend you write it down so that you remember. I forget if I don't write it down. So I'm going to do that and then we'll open it up for questions. Alrighty, so if anybody has any questions or comments, Uh, Now is your time. You can unmute yourself, which is usually at the kind of bottom left-hand corner of your Zoom screen, or you can put it in the chat. Um, Questions about class or our functional fitness class. If you have GoGo specific questions, you should reach out to GoGo directly.
Your socks. Can you talk about your socks?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so I'm wearing, this has come up before. Let's see, maybe we'll put me back. Oh, I think we can probably all see me. So I am wearing these toe spacer socks because shoes tend to really squeeze our feet. So I have a lot of space because I stretch my toes and work my toes a lot, but shoes will scrunch our toes up. Right. And so some people will have like a toe overlapping another toe. And a big culprit is not just genetics, but it's the fact that our shoes squeeze them, or people have bunions because shoes are constantly squeezing the feet. And so to counteract that, yes, you can spend time barefoot or in wide toe box shoes, but also what's really nice is getting these toe spacer socks where they can spread your toes. Um, and so I wear these mostly because my rock climbing shoes really squeeze my toes a lot. And so I like to counteract the few hours of wearing those with a few hours of wearing these. You can get them. So I think the original people who made them, the brand is called My Happy Feet. But you can also just Google or go on Amazon and look up toe spacer socks. And you can find lots of different brands. Did you have any follow-up questions on that, Annette?
Do you sleep with them?
Some people do, I do not. But some people do. If you are going to sleep with them, I would build up to it. So if it's the first time you put on these socks, the first time you'll probably tolerate about an hour, and then after that, a couple of hours. But yeah, some people do sleep with them, so it is an option.
Thank you.
Adra, how much do they cost?
So the original brand, My Happy Feet, they're kind of expensive. I think those are $20, but you can get other versions for I think like 5 or 10. So they're not that expensive if you get the like non-branded versions.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I just wanted to thank you for today. Every time I'm really old. I'm 91, and every time I go through this, my joints work a little better. They're a little stiff, being 90 years old. So anyway, I feel relaxed now. You know, I can sit here and I feel kind of relaxed. I'm sitting in straight up. My spine is straight and everything. And I'm sitting there and everything feels kind of loose, and thank you. And I'll be here Friday with my weights.
Awesome, Jim. I'm so happy to hear that. I love that. I also had to like zoom in and go, you can't be 90 in your 90s. No way. You look so much younger. Must be all that movement. You're on mute, Jim. You're still in, oh, there we go.
I My dad passed at 95. My grandfather was in his 90s. My great grandfather on my grandmother's side was in his 90s. So, anyway, and I'm doing well. My mind is fresh, and
It's
I'm an
amazing.
amateur radio operator, and I get on the air and all that good stuff. In fact, I had a net this morning at 11:30, which I had to finish so I could come in here to the computer. Anyway, thank you much. I
Thank you
loved it.
so much. I'm seeing some things in the comments. That's yeah, Sonia, the movements affect bodily functions, they improve the whole body. Miss Chloe's saying thank you for the workout and sending blessings to everybody. April's asking, does chair yoga help with weight loss? So um there are studies that yoga in general help with better kind of mindfulness and general awareness, and therefore potentially with weight loss because you're paying attention to um, what you're doing. So the increased mindfulness is likely what might change how your relationship with food. I wouldn't say that there's like yes, it helps with weight loss. Oftentimes we see people use yoga for people with eating disorders. That's where I know the research. So I'm just going to say where I know the research, and there are things that I don't know. Because it improves our ability to sort of pause and think and feel and notice what our body needs. So when we pay attention to what our body needs, then we can make better choices with food. And that might mean eating more, or that might mean eating less or healthier food. So that's sort of my not answer. Maybe.
Adra, I shake a lot because probably my medication, but this helps me not to shake as much.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Do you have like an essential tremor, or what do you mean by shake a lot?
I shake
Ah,
my hands primarily, but sometimes my arm goes.
mm-hmm.
And by paying attention and doing the exercises, I think that helps me to uh, avoid a lot of the shaking that goes on.
That's really cool, Susan. I'm happy to hear that. I wonder if that because I'm a shaky person too, and I wonder if since I do so much yoga on days, I'll have to pay attention if on days that I don't do yoga, whether I shake more. So that's really interesting. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Seeing some other things. Annette saying relaxed is the key response. That's awesome. Sonia saying thank you, thank
I'm
you.
also saying I'm getting a little steadier, being able to take my hands off the chair. So
Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so happy to hear that because I know we've talked about balance. So I'm really glad to hear that it's getting easier. Uh, Julie's saying first timer from Montana. Thank you. See you next week. Awesome, Julie. Great to have you. Always love having new people. Oh, I think we have a couple of Annettes. I think we have two Annettes here. So other Annette saying helpful. Thank you. Oh, and April, you're letting us know from North Carolina. Awesome. I like to know where people are. Then I can connect with you in a different way. And Deborah. Oh, we have two Deborahs too, at least two. Because we have Deborah saying thank you, first timer, but I also see Deborah Schwartz. I know this is not your first time. Any other questions before I let you go?
Adra, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I have to go somewhere next Wednesday.
All right, I'll see you in a few weeks. And I'm here Friday for those of you here on Friday, functional fitness. Otherwise, next week I will be here. Come lots. I'm going to be out of town quite a bit in September, so hopefully we'll have a sub. But get in some classes all month. All right, have a great rest of the day, and hopefully I see you Friday or next week or the week after.
okay, see you Friday.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.